So, in a previous video, we talked about how important rest is in your job search. But what I'd like to do now is actually flip it around and say, okay, so what should our routine look like every day? When you're searching for a job, it can be stressful and fill you with anxiety because until that is resolved, or you have a job, or you found that fulfilling job you like, you fill up with self doubt about whether or not the habits and the routine you've developed in doing that are actually working because until you actually achieve the goal, there's no way of knowing if it worked or not. So, here is a routine or a strategy for building a routine that, in my experience working with people, has worked pretty well for them to make sure that they're grounded and focused, really deliberate and effective in how they're searching for a job. The first thing that you need to do is you need to determine how much rest and sleep you're going to get every night and carve out what your waking hours look like and write that in a calendar, okay, or a day timer or whatever you use, like a daily calendar, a day timer, and first of all, determine your waking hours, okay? In those waking hours, what works really well is to then carve out time for all the administrative stuff you need to do for your life to make sure you're still going. So maybe that's buying groceries, making your meals for the day or for a few days in advance, paying your bills, staying on top of anything in your house or where you live. Make sure you carve out some time for that. Otherwise, you're going to get stressed out that those things aren't being taken care of as well. The next thing you should do is carve out time every day for exercise. Now, it looks different for everybody. Some people are going to go to the gym for a couple hours. Some people are going to go for a walk for half an hour. But keep that a priority. And the reason for that is this. You're going to have less stress and less anxiety. It's going to help you be more focused when you're doing your job search. Then I'd like you to also carve out time for your loved ones. Now, for everybody, that's a little different. It could be a spouse, kids, friends, parents, anything, your pets. But the people that are important to you, carving out time for them is going to help you again in the stress and anxiety place and make sure that you don't feel like you're leaving anything behind or forgetting something important. Then from there, carve out time in that calendar whenever you can for that job search. And then set a goal for yourself in that time for how many job applications you're going to get in. And base that goal on this. For every job you apply for, you're going to make sure your resume speaks to that job as best as it can with the experience that you have. And then you're also going to take how much time it would take for you to do that and times it by about 3 because we always underestimate how much time it takes to do things. And then take that to create your daily or weekly goal or whatever it is for getting job applications out. If you do all of these things, it is gonna, you'll never know until you actually have a job if it worked or not. But in my experience, this has helped people go from being overly stressed and anxious about the process to being grounded and anchored, really deliberate about the types of jobs that they're applying for, which is really important when you're looking for a good, fulfilling career that you're going to enjoy and value. And the job search usually ends up taking less time because it's been effective. So creating a routine can do nothing but good things for you.